AI is on the front lines of the war in Ukraine. The bane of technology has finally hit reality. We have always adored artificial intelligence. Alexa, Siri, or other AI utilities have eased up our hectic lives. But now this double-edged sword has appeared in the middle of the gruesome war between Russia and Ukraine. In this video, we are going to look at how artificial intelligence is making the Russia-Ukraine war more devastating. Hello tech nerds, welcome back to AI Future Life, a versatile YouTube channel where we bring the latest updates on stock, science, finance, artificial intelligence, and many more things. Before we proceed to our topic, subscribe to our channel and keep following us by clicking the bell icon. So without further delay, let's get straight into the subject. The unrelenting Russian invasion of Ukraine is becoming a test case for the role of technology in modern warfare. Hundreds of computers at Ukrainian government institutions have been infected with destructive spyware, which is thought to be the work of Russian intelligence. A gang of hackers, on the other hand, appears to have targeted critical Russian websites, bringing down web pages for Russia's main stock market and the Russian Foreign Ministry. In this scenario, artificial intelligence has also been advocated and is now being employed as a tool to help decisively turn the tide. Ukraine has begun employing autonomous Turkish-made TB2 drones to unleash laser-guided bombs and artillery attacks, according to Fortune. AI is a strategic priority for Russia. The country's president, Vladimir Putin, declared in 2017 that whoever becomes the leader in artificial intelligence will become the master of the world. However, according to a recent study by academics at the Center for Naval Analyses, which is supported by the US government, Russia falls behind the US and China in developing AI defense capabilities. Artificial intelligence may also play a key part in the war of data. Many fear that artificial intelligence tools like deepfakes, it is highly realistic video fakes made with an AI technique, that will accelerate Russian disinformation efforts, despite the fact that deepfakes have yet to be employed. Misinformation may also be detected with the use of machine learning. These technologies are already in use on the major social media sites. Through their track record for successfully detecting and deleting misinformation is at best. Some have also suggested that artificial intelligence could aid in the analysis of the massive amount of open-source intelligence coming out of Ukraine, which includes everything from TikTok videos and Telegram posts of troops formations and attacks uploaded by ordinary Ukrainians to publicly available satellite imagery. This might allow civil society organizations to fact-check statements made by both sides in the war, as well as document possible atrocities and abuses of human rights. This might be crucial in future war crime trials. The possibility of Ukraine's participation in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, appears to have reawakened two Cold War titans. Whatever the conclusion of the current dispute, another conflict between the US and Russia is growing, one that has the potential to radically alter the US-Russia security relationship in the not-too-distant future. Both countries are investing substantially in artificial intelligence in military systems and operations, such as logistics, command and control, information gathering and analysis, as well as the creation of more autonomous weaponry. Several autonomous systems have previously been tested by the US and Russia. Russia has made significant progress on autonomous tanks, while the US has proven a variety of capabilities, including swarming bombs, which may destroy a surface vessel by deploying a swarm of drones. The United States is now leading the way in the development of autonomous systems and military AI applications. However, Russia has approached China about collaborating on AI preparedness, and such collaboration may be game-changing. As tensions escalate, these nations are expected to use AI and machine learning-enhanced capabilities in cyber attacks, as well as misinformation efforts. As each side strives to gain an edge, rising political tensions may stimulate the development of more autonomous military systems. One major issue is that the increasing autonomy and usage of artificial intelligence in decision-making in existing weapons platforms and cyberspace may lead to the deployment of immature systems, which could result in mishaps that exacerbate war. Simultaneously, Russia and the US have stymied work on new international regulations and accords on the development and deployment of autonomous systems, which may help avert disastrous scenarios. The US and its partners are drafting guidelines for appropriate military AI usage, but there has been minimal discussion with prospective rivals. As a result, the great power rivalry is permitted to flourish unfettered. The fact that AI is a collection of functions and technologies rather than a weapon is a significant obstacle. As highlighted by Michael C. Horowitz, AI is a technology that will decide the future of the world. According to him, AI is not a single widget, unlike a microprocessor or even a nuclear weapon. To put it another way, AI encompasses a wide range of technologies and methods. Such an interpretation aids our understanding of the technology's existing and prospective usage in defense applications, such as cyber attacks and digital information warfare, as well as more autonomous weapons systems. Ukraine's cyber defenses are already being bolstered by the US and other NATO allies in anticipation of Russian assaults on Ukraine's infrastructure, including its electrical grid, communication networks, and government institutions. On the other hand, social media algorithms like TikTok have become a central part of the information war, surfacing clips of attacks for millions of people. These algorithms have proven to be a double-edged sword, amplifying misleading content like video game clips doctored to look like on-the-ground footage and bogus live streams of invading forces. Meanwhile, Russian trolls have used AI to generate human faces for fake propagandist personas on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. A campaign involving around 40 false accounts was recently identified by Meta, Facebook's parent company, which said that the accounts mainly posted links to pro-Russia and anti-Ukraine content. While cyber and disinformation methods aren't new, AI and machine learning are providing new tools to participate in them. While Western media and experts focus on Russian cyber attacks, it is very probable that the US and other NATO countries are employing some of the same strategies against Russia. Most countries openly agree that cyber action that crosses a specific threshold, such as the targeting of key infrastructure, should be considered similar to a physical attack. Nevertheless, it appears that certain operations that fall short of this criterion are going places and contributing to the conflict's escalation. Discussions at the United Nations on responsible behavior in cyberspace have aimed to develop accepted standards, but more work is needed before actual guidelines can be formed. AI-enabled cyber actions, once again, present new problems. Although the information on AI-enabled cyber weapons and defenses is secret, given what we know about US defense research initiatives, it is extremely plausible that the US has created multiple such capabilities. Even less is known about the convergence of Russian AI and cyber capabilities. Although Russia's AI research and development is expected to be concentrated on the cyber realm. We said earlier that Ukraine has already been employing the Turkish-made TB2 drone, which can autonomously take off, land and cruise, albeit it still needs a human operator to select when to release the laser-guided bombs it carries. The drone can also guide artillery attacks using lasers. Meanwhile, Russia possesses the Lancet, a kamikaze drone with autonomous capabilities that it reportedly utilized in Syria and may be used in Ukraine. The Lancet is a loitering munition that targets tanks, vehicle columns, and troop concentrations. It circles a certain geographic region once launched until it detects a predetermined target type. The warhead it carries is subsequently detonated when it collides with the target. Finally, the conflict has had a significant impact on AI researchers throughout the world, as it had on everyone else. Many renowned researchers have discussed how best to respond to the crisis on Twitter, as well as how the technology they work on may assist to end the present conflict and ease human suffering, or at the very least avoid future wars. We are all at risk when individuals developing technology are unable to comprehend the significance of what they are creating and how it may be utilized. Even if they were excessively optimistic about the chances for international control, scientists working on nuclear power realized the ramifications of what they were developing right away and were at the forefront of attempts to regulate atomic weapons. Too many computer scientists today appear deliberately naive to the political and military aspects of their work, and too eager to delegate the difficult burden of finding out how to manage AI to others. Maybe this battle will serve as a wake-up call for them as well. Amidst this crisis, it was predicted that the technological marvel of artificial intelligence would cause a catastrophe rather than end the war. We don't know what will become of our planet after the formidable powers start to apply artificial intelligence on a full scale for causing destruction. With that being said, we have come to our end. Hope you liked this video. If yes, then give it a like and share it with your friends. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, don't go without hitting the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace.